Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? Not sure if you guys can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you. How are you, Bajwa?
I am good.
Awesome. Okay, Huma, good to see you, Huma. How are you, Huma?
Huma, I can see two logins for Huma.
Um, that's, she might have a two different phone or setting, but yeah, not sure. But yeah, it's been a while, Huma. Good to see you. Okay, we are going to go ahead and get started. Yes. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. Do you see my desktop?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, welcome everybody. Another week. It's exciting week, isn't it? It's going to be exciting week, I think. Okay, if I'm going to come to sharing session later. Those who is new with us, please understand everything we are sharing educational purpose. I'll display the disclaimer very soon. But meanwhile, if you are an investor, you are thinking to invest, understand this. We are reminding everyone, myself and others, investment is not a marathon; it is a journey. As you keep learning and understanding your goal of your long-term, short-term, or purpose of your investment, you will make money. Or long-term, that if you are not making money on the short term, just know that it is going to it will be there. Just keep learning. Don't lose your patience. Those who is new with us, just know I am a founder of this nonprofit organization, Urban Food Alliance. I am Mushi Bhuiyan, and UrbanHood is one of our educational program. Everything we are sharing educational purpose only. Everything we are sharing educational purpose only. Today we will share the topics in 4 different category. Number 1 is the market. We're going to start with market economy, then we're going to move to some of the stocks and futures, and then we'll dive into real estate and crypto. So this is the 4 different bucket that we have shared. The content we are planning to share today. So meanwhile, market economy, what do we see? We'll go details. However, people kept asking, what's happening with real estate. I think some of you are seeing that real estate is keep going up and up, just like a stock market is participating, which is good. Housing market is like all-time high. It's getting worse. Why is that? Because of millennials. And later you'll see that in how these millennials make impact. I will talk more details during in real estate session. And those who is investing with Microsoft, and you can see that last week Microsoft had awesome week, and they are officially ahead of Apple. So hence, they are touching up in over $2 trillion business. And you might say this week Microsoft has more and more good news might come in, and they might go higher. We'll see what happens, but if you are long term and you are investing in a company for your long term, so this is good things. And the market economy, the facts, S&P last week 6% up last month. if you say follow what happened in September and August, it was going down, but it had about close to 8% correction last 2 months, but it recovered all those correction in October, and it closed October as 6% up S&P all-time high. This is the best in last 6 years S&P. Same happened with now with other Dow and Nasdaq. All of them closed last week all-time high. Next, the fact is that the earnings, the 50% of the earnings are already came out, and out of that, what we see that 85% of the companies are beating that expectation, which is good. That means that we are not seeing that there is a trend of market is pulling back, so which is good. But one of the things that we all need to pay attention, that where at the bottom I have variables that Q4 guidance, as the other companies are going to share their earnings, everyone is adjusting their guidance due to the supply chain concern. You are seeing that inflation is growing because there is not enough chips, there is not enough new products or supply on the new chips or new development and agricultural. They are all suffering. So whenever you are seeing that in the labor market also the shortage and people, this is the since World War second, this is the first time they are seeing this many people are quitting job. They are not interested to go back to job. Many folks are finding better way to make money. Some are working from home, some are working from outside or from different country, different places, but still they are not willing to work for the company that if they don't feel like is going to add value to their life. So that's causing the whole supply chain and down, labor shortage down, hence more surprise we might see. And the other thing is last week you may have seen that few weeks they're talking about increasing tax. Biden last week went in DC and not DC in Congress. There he mentioned that on the part, whatever Biden is mentioned that he's going to be increasing tax for wealthy. Is there anyone is having issues? Some people are saying the password to join the meeting. I remember password should be in there. It's not there. Oh me, you know what?
I'm here.
Can somebody share the password in meetups? I believe that's what might be happening in the meetups. People are saying password is not there. Anybody has a kind of information on the meetup part? Okay. 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 Well, that is always something new I'm finding out, but let's move on. Okay, you guys see my desktop now, right? Okay. So that's recovered. Next, let's see what do we see. We see this coming week ahead. Look ahead in Asia market. Japan election is going to coming out this week, so this is something those who is following Japan market, you might see some surprise. Then China PMI's number coming out tomorrow, and then President Xi is going to share his keynotes, and we know that China is doing one of the thing regulation, and they're going after all the tax and also going to see what they are planning to do with the real estate side, where the real estate sector, we are seeing that they're facing difficulties. Then Australia's central bank RBA is going to be sharing their rate, so we'll see if they increase the rate. Hopefully, it's going to be stay aligned with all the other countries. We do not see other countries are increasing the rate, so that's something on Asia market. Then in Europe market, COP26, where all the global leaders are joining in global warming in the whole conference, energy crisis and all the discussion, and yeah, you're seeing that what's happening with the green energy, green the environment, saving the earth. We'll see, what they're coming up with the pollution, and then the fossil fuel and gasoline, how they're handling all the crisis happening in the energy sector. And we might see hiccup in more going up on the whole energy sector this week. And then Bank of England is going to share their rate, the decision is coming out this week, and the Credit Suisse earnings also coming this week in UK market. Oops, sorry, I went. And then in America, I think earnings are going to talk.
Are you sharing something, Mushi Bhai? Because I don't see anything.
Oh, you are not, man. I thought I was sharing.
It initially was sharing, then it went away, and I thought you're fixing something, so it will come back, but it
no,
never did. So I'm just
no,
giving you a heads up.
sorry. Yeah. Thank you for saying that, and I hope this I hope others speak out next time when I speak, that I do not know that if I'm not sharing or not. But yeah,
Can anybody confirm you can see that? Because I'm still seeing blank.
how about other people?
No, it's okay. I can see.
I can see it too.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
So just give it a second, Eddie. Maybe it might come out soon. If not, you can join back. So EMEA and then America's market earnings, Fed meeting is going to be on Wednesday. We know that whenever Fed speaks, market spikes up. So if you are up, especially those who have the option, you have premium is going to be weekly, or it's going to be, if market is up tomorrow, you'll see that it's going to go higher. And tomorrow, day after tomorrow, if you are in a good profit, just take it. On Wednesday, it might be the roller coaster when Fed speaks. And the Friday, the job numbers are coming. We'll see how did the number go for last month in October in the jobs number. What we saw in month of September was a disappointing number that made market crap a little bit. So be careful on Friday, especially those holding the weekly options. As far as SPY this week, you can see on the right side that 452, 457 area. This is the price that you need to keep an eye on the bullish side. What we have seen that this week, as I said, all-time high. So it has its pivot point is 457. If it is stay there, then it can go 459. And if it stay 459, it can hold on to it. Then it can go down, go up to 463 and 466 this coming week upside. But if for some reason, if we see the surprise goes downside, then the support is 453. Here is the 453 area you can see, and then it can go down more, 451, so on. Okay. But overall, the trend, what we are seeing, that is bullish this coming week. We do not see the signal unless, like I said, Wednesday, if there is some surprise coming out from Fed, and then we're going to hear what they're planning to do with tapering. Market wants to get a good plan from Fed, knowing that Fed is not pumping more money in the equity side in the market, and let the market drive by itself. And they have a plan also for are handling this whole inflation. So that's something market would like to hear. And if you play weekly options, 461, 465, that price range you can consider. If you play a downside, 452, 450, that's the range you can play. Those who is doing option. And Amazon, this coming week, I think many of you know that I love Amazon. I have long-term stock and also the options. I play with it. But last week, those who played Amazon, and especially on option side, if you are on the bullish side, sorry that you lost huge. But this coming week, what we are seeing that Amazon trend is up. You see, last week when market was slowly coming back up, Amazon went down and it came back up. 337.73, huge move it made last Friday. But as our upside is 371 is the one pivot point. If it can hold it, then it can go. Amazon can go 34.29. If it's hold 34.29, next is 34.78 this coming week. But again, Amazon, you know that if they come up with some news or thing, it can always go 3,500 easily. We see in a day Amazon move over 100 points with any news, upside or downside. But if it goes downside, 32.97 is support. Next, it can go below more, 32.13 and so on. But overall, Amazon is bullish. Pivot point is this. If you want to play options, these are the options that you can consider. Okay. And some of you might be still be interested to play Amazon. If you're especially option, you can always play with spread verticals. You can do that. That will at least save you some money. This is another view of Amazon. They look at this on the left side here, how much money you went to premium went on Amazon this week for last week for Amazon playing options on the left side, 38, 54. But overall, Amazon that was last week. This week we'll see, those who had the money this side, I guess they made some money. Tesla. This is Tesla is a beast by itself. You guys already see that. Now what we are seeing, the squeeze is happening. Last Friday it was the move it made 1150 over 1100. I was surprised even closed over 1114, 1110 last Friday. Let's hope it keeps the momentum. If it does, Tesla has upside. It can go up to 1185 to 1246 this coming week. And as it goes down, it can go down. You never know how fast Tesla can come down. So be careful, especially those who is playing option on short-term option. So weekly options you can consider 1200 to 1250 weekly calls. And if you want to save some money and not to take too much risk, this is something you can play into 1150, 1200, 1250 butterfly. You can play Tesla. So this is a two stock that you might want to consider playing. I just put in there for short term and especially stock, not option. Those keep an eye on this. Some of this we played in the past. LDI is a mortgage company, and just keep an eye on this. So the resistance is 737. If it stays there, it can go up to 7884 or more. And the other one is HX, a former. This is something also we played before. Just keep an eye on this one. Come to the earnings this week. You see Monday, Tuesday, it's going to be busy week. On Monday, the before market, after market, I am not playing any of these earnings. Just want to let you know, none of these earnings I am playing. We know that it's very risky on the earnings side. You never know which direction it is going to go to. But one of the things I'm going to keep an eye on, and especially HC is one, Moderna. I own this Moderna Moderna, and I'll see if Moderna by any chance dip. I'm going to add some more Moderna. We'll see what happens. And anyone playing any of these earnings?
Moderna for sure. And the only one I want to ask you about is, like, we talked about this earlier, like CVS Health, because as you know that regardless market goes bullish or bearish, every other analyst I personally reach out, read about or get their opinion about, they're like, they're trying to give it a higher price target. Did you hear anything about that? Because that's the only one I'm very interested in playing, because it looks very safe to me. Like
What CVS? When is
CVS
their
Health,
Health? CVS
Tuesday,
Health is
Wednesday, I
on
think.
Wednesday. So we have 2
Yeah.
days, Monday, Tuesday. We'll see what others is doing. But it's also before market open, right? So let's see what happens. Let's see how Pfizer is doing, right? How Pfizer is doing. That's in a similar. Let's say last time Pfizer did not do that well on the earnings part, right?
Yeah, true,
Last quarter,
absolutely. Thank
and
you.
it dipped a little bit. So if Pfizer is earlier one of the big one playing, and then let's see if the whole sector, any other healthcare sector is coming up. We'll see.
Yeah. Square is there. That's very interesting. I didn't realize Square is this week,
and the
because Square is down on.
Coinbase is, look at the
Yeah,
Coinbase also.
your play Coinbase, actually. Yeah, I was in your play for Coinbase. Yeah, I made money on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, Coinbase. We're looking into it and get it dipped. And Datadog, I know that we have people in the community made good money. I made money, got in, and now I'm waiting to get back in again. So we did some of this. So that's one also I'm going to look for, especially Wednesday when Fed is speaking. These are going to this one, or this is something I played in the past. Wayfair.
I mean, actually, Wayfair. I mean, I made some good money on that this past Friday or Thursday, Friday, I believe. Yeah, Wayfair. Yeah, it's down significantly because what was it? Overstock was the original play someone posted, and my alert goes on for Wayfair that it's hitting the support, and yeah. So yeah, no, definitely, I'm excited.
Yep, that's something. Exactly. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Not sure.
But Fastly.
Fastly is which day is coming? Oh yeah, Fastly something it's like it's a bad situation now. So they have to.
I'm staying away from
it got beaten up so much. Not sure what they're going to do. I hope it doesn't get worse than what it is now. Right? But whoever said Fastly, are you still holding it, or you are just?
I'm still holding it.
Oh man, yeah.
God bless your soul, my friend. You're the last man standing between bankruptcy and making this happen.
Yeah. Pinterest.
Peloton.
Yeah, Pinterest also is something. Yeah, Peloton is just like, not sure what's happening with this company. It's trying hard. Well, it's all this Corona thing is slowing down. You can see that that last 2 months, our numbers, especially last month, Corona number went down 50%, which is also a good thing that we are not shutting down in USA. So country could take some of those precautions, and then booster shot also kind of getting approved. So that could be also another thing. Peloton is just like struggling. Whenever it here, there will be lockdown. Peloton up. It's trying to go over 100. It's not able to stay over 100 yet, right?
So with that, like, how do you justify Moderna?
Moderna is when it's for one thing is Moderna. Peloton is like, what's the Peloton or Moderna? Moderna is there. Think of them like as Tesla, right? Where not only in the past they used to be in Corona areas. Now more vaccine coming in. Now Moderna also is going to have their own young kids booster shot coming up, and then more and more country order Moderna. But as far as Moderna, if they come up with the number, last time they came up with the number, it just met expectation. It was not the exceptional number. If this time they come up with a number that earnings and EPS they beat by, let's say, 20-30% and over, then you are going to see that Moderna is going back over 400. And right now it is over 400, right? It's going to come to this earlier, where it was almost going to touch all-time high. We'll see. But Moderna is a different beast, if they come up with something.
Absolutely, Moderna is a class of its own. I agree with this. Like Tesla, it's like it's class of its own. You don't want to touch it.
Yeah, in this sector, that's how they are playing. But as far as Peloton, yeah, but if there is a lockdown and the market is so much saturated, so many other competitor coming in, and then it's like, yeah, they are innovating. Peloton, they are innovating, but this innovation is not like the only one. You see now even Amazon and also playing in that areas. So, oh yeah, they're going to have, Amazon also has some of the fitness videos and stuff coming up. I'm not sure if Peloton is going to keep going like what it did before, 140 and above. It's going to be hard to justify Peloton being that price model. But if you are, I would not put a whole Peloton for long term.
I thought that Airbnb is going to be a home run because, as November 8, travel is going to be open. They got the money they needed for the funding because they did a private funding to get money from the equity firms and whatnot. So if the travel does open, as you know that it was like 240 plus, now it's like 165, where it's hitting the resistance is 170, between 165 and 175, something like that. So if that happens, in my humble opinion, that's one option I'll be holding. As I see a support line, it goes below support at any point or nearby. That's one I'm really looking forward to, because if that happens, it's highly anticipated that, the traveling is going to boost that stock much higher.
Yeah. Did you guys see a news about Under Armour? Coca-Cola is looking into Under Armour. I shared that news. Did you see? Did anybody hear the news that Coca-Cola is looking?
No, that's the news.
It's
That's interesting too.
Oh, I know.
Why do the Coca-Cola wants Under Armour?
This is why nowadays it's all competition, more market getting into there. So they are the news.
Think about it. Coca-Cola owns Gatorade, right, Mushi Bhai? So it's a good way for them to get entered. Think about it. It's all about being competitive, getting into that sports market.
Yeah, different market, right? Hanan says, yeah, the market, there are just more and more new market they're getting into.
I'm glad they're getting into it because I got Under Armour calls.
I was reading an article someplace, Kobe with Under Armour, he invested as about $6 million in 2015. His $6 million is worth today, before the even all this conversation happening, is worth already 880 million. This is crazy, right?
Yeah, but is that here?
Oh, well, his wife can and his family can enjoy it, but he was one of the person that who bought 10% of that Coke, the Under Armour back then, with just $6 million. That's great. He owns 10% of the company. That's huge. The share, I mean, the company share, not the equity.
Just one quick question. You know that ticker EXPE that owns like Trivago, Travelocity, and other businesses? EXPE.
We saw a lot.
If traveling does open, you think you will see a lot of traffic? Because I did see you mentioned a few, but I didn't see a call from you or a play from you.
Yes, it's a play.
Is that something you anticipate to play?
It still is is a wedding, but yeah, there are, we saw before, I would say wait, not short call, but if we see a call coming in and see the big money putting in, we'll share. But else, just sit there, wait.
Got it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Real estate, I think this is something I wanted to, at least those who is thinking real estate, I'm not going to go details, but millennials, I know this is an article I was reading earlier with Barron's. I thought it's good to remind others also who are the millennials, those who was born from 1980 to 1995, and the age is today their age between 26 to 41. They represent 22% of U.S. population, which is almost like 372 million. So now imagine 72 million. How many people we have in the country? Anybody knows? What's the population of USA?
30 million.
Yep, 330 million, right? So, yep, they represented almost like close to, almost
One-fourth.
like 1/4, right? So they
Yeah.
are the they are the one causing real estate housing market go like crazy. Why? Just so you see that at the bottom more. And also so some of those millennials that they got benefit from the government, that they are doing a lot of loan forgiveness, student loan, and other benefit they're offering to millennials, and hence they are putting their money to work. So demand is getting more and more. Okay, that's all. Oh, and do we have in the room the guru?
Mushi Bhai, there's some
Mushi, what's
questions
your
in the
take
chat
on
if you
Lucid?
want to cater that now or later.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was not looking at the questions. Yeah, if somebody can read out what are the questions?
I'm trying
What's
to
your
get
take
there.
on Lucid?
Oh, Lucid.
Yeah.
What do you think, Lucid? Let me see. Last week it was.
So they had first deliveries this weekend.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, this is
Mushi, we don't see
it did
your, I
very
don't see
well.
your screen.
It did very well with Tesla, right? It's true. Lucid was holy.
Yeah, last week it went up,
Mm-hmm.
and finally I am in green.
Finance. So it looks like you have a lot of Lucid, man. You gotta slow down with Lucid. Take the profit, put someplace else.
He's going through lucid overdose.
Take profit. While you are riding the wave, you never know when it's gonna pull back, right?
Right. Yeah, right. So
Take
that's where like I want expert opinion.
take profit, man. Let's see what do we see with Lucid. I'm opening my charts. Just give me a second.
Just to let you know, your screen is not
Blank.
showing
Yeah, because
again. Just to let you're aware of it. Yeah.
yeah. I'm opening that my Thinkorswim. Uh,
Can I take this moment to say something
Yeah,
real
sure.
quick?
Go ahead. Yeah, please.
So I learned one thing on the Hero to Zero program last week about the options and those whatnot, how to do the details. I did put my detail summary in the Discord for those you can see on last week, Tuesday. I posted that.
Mm-hmm.
But I practice it with paper money, and tomorrow is the first day I'll be exercising that. So I'll let you know how that goes because it looks very promising. And thank you for showing me that. I really appreciate it.
He has you heard the 99%, 98% success rate with that.
Absolutely. I'm excited. I'm stoked. I just wanted to put it out there. Shout out. Thank you for showing me that because I did not know. And second is I practice with paper money. I made a few gains and I'm just
Who
gonna
is this
test the
talk?
waters tomorrow.
Is it Addy? Who is this talking?
Are you sharing your screen?
No, I was just literally just trying to, share my experience about the program, and I will be definitely trying it tomorrow. So I'll let you know in the class tomorrow.
Okay.
Make sure you join early, Addy.
Man, you got it. Hopefully with a smile.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not gonna happen like last week, and because that's the best time to share with other people. Because other
Okay.
than that, after that,
You
we
guys
just
see my
let it go.
desktop, right?
Yes.
So whoever talked about Lucid, what do I see with Lucid? I do see that Lucid is going. It's up trend. It can touch on the 4 hours. It can touch a little bit more. 43, 48 area. You'll see. If it is stay above 43, 53 area, you might see Lucid can come to over 50. It can touch. You never know. Just watch out. It's short term. And on the day also here I see it went. It went all the way to 40 and it pulled back. So it's just trying to see if it can stay above 40 zone and the short term. What else I do on the short term? Short term is too money. It just try to consolidating to lose it. So we'll see. If Tesla keep going up in the whole sector going up, Lucid might be over 40. But if you have a lot of Lucid, what I'll say, okay, take some profit. It can pull back.
I think Tesla is
It,
going to
yeah,
go up because at the end of the day, there was a lot of call options bought.
yeah, Tesla is going to now short squeeze. Those short seller is going to be suffering just like last time it happened, right? Same thing this time. They might find out short seller has to there might be crisis on that category, but a squeeze happening on that area. Okay. What else? Gerard, do you have anything about futures? Are you guys? Can you share something about future? What are you seeing on the future market?
About PayPal, Mushi.
PayPal. Oh, PayPal is just like it got more bad news for PayPal this coming week. I was looking earlier about PayPal. Okay, let me share my desktop.
Regarding futures were up from Friday close. So
Jay, I'm going to give you a floor few minutes. Just let me take care of PayPal quickly. Okay.
yeah, I'll come back in 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you look at the what I always see that PayPal PY. Oh, no, why Apple is PayPal PYPL. You see everything red is keep going down, red down over solar area, but it can on the 4 hours, 1 hour, it can go down more. We see, let's say the daily 4 hours. I think that whole sector is suffering. All this PayPal and the banking side, I think because of the crypto just crypto industry, they are also hammering all the payment system. So because of that, that this is going to suffer a little bit more, but it will turn around for short term. We see that it can go down more. You see here,
If you own it, be careful because the potential is going down.
yeah, that's what I see. And here, let me see what is PR. What do you see here? So when you see these, right, this all whole trend showing a downtrend, you see that it can come down more and come down to more in 194. It can even come down to below 200 range if you see that, right? So be careful on this. And I would not, if somebody is trying to add more, especially thinking, say, hey, maybe it's a deep time, let's add. I would not do it. Just sometimes we use the term and do not touch the falling knife. So let's see what happens. But yeah, as far as short term, it's going to go through some suffering, but they'll turn around, but not now. We don't want to see that happening. Okay. But again, you never know if they come up with a news that can trump all the technicals. Any news, comes up, good news come from them, that will oversee it. But as far as the earnings, I think last week their earnings came out, right?
So the earnings are out. Yeah, last week the earnings were out. I believe so. Yeah.
Because of the shocking same thing, like what we saw similar when earnings come in. Yeah, it dips a little bit and did it go more? We have seen the Amazon. You see that this is Amazon last week. last week, it did, and then later on we saw Amazon was turning around. You see that it's earlier and it came down on the day, and a 4-hour chart it came down, and then it just did not. It just fought back. It did not come this far. So Amazon stayed strong. Nobody realized that in Amazon would be able to come back so quick. If you look at the trend here on the short term on the right side, it's giving you a trend that Amazon is more bullish. Earlier on the 4 hours and day chart, it shows Amazon is just like lagging here. It's consolidating and it's just going on the 4 hours also going down, but on 15 minutes and above, it's just giving you signal that Amazon is coming back up. As I showed earlier, see that 34.05, 34.25. So this week. And tomorrow, Amazon, we do not know what news they're going to, what trump card they're playing. If they come up with a card, split card, we know that will be different beast to them. Then Jeff Bezos is I'm sure he's not able to sleep knowing that, Tesla as a Musk is just made in a month close to 80 billion, right? And Bezos is going down. So Bezos needs to do something to stay on top. So this is why we'll see what Amazon is going to do this week.
The war of the billionaires.
Yep, that's happening.
Mushi, I wanted to make a comment. On Friday,
Oh
you
yeah.
bought the dip on Amazon. Perfect timing.
Mhm.
Amazing call. I saw your signal.
Oh, you took it?
I was late, but
Uh-huh.
yes, I was looking later. I said, wow, perfect timing.
Well, what? No, it's just like this, when we're during the day, we sit in front of the computer, we see what happens, and when we see what happens, that's when we say, hey, get on Amazon. Amazon is the time to see that. But there is a lot of stuff happening, behind the scene. So I'm glad you watch and others also took it, and I know there are people they just scalp. They get in, and then Amazon, if you especially those doing options, with the minutes you can make a couple thousand and you can get off. It's just like elevator, right? Those who is doing options, Amazon and Tesla same way. Tesla is like, I sold already.
Did you buy Amazon calls 3 days
Huh?
ago?
I have, man, every day I buy Amazon, sell Amazon. So yeah, Amazon during the day I play only few of them, and
Oh,
Mushi's an Amazon fanboy.
yeah, Amazon, Tesla, I do not go too many. I just stick with one or two, and that's it. And that pays me very well. But yeah, you see that
so
that
you put your things in the channel. What you buying?
oh yeah, don't you see it?
Hmm.
And here you should see that in Mushi, yeah. You see?
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see that my name and stuff I buy and stuff I put in there. Okay. And the selling part sometimes, I just don't see it, all of them at what time, what price. I just put the order, sell it later on. That this coming week I might have somebody else help me, when I'm done closing it. And I do say in the main room, like you guys say, I took profit. So whenever I say I took profit, that means I'm selling. And if you are just sitting there and just hoping and it's going to go up and then pull back, then it's your loss. Okay. So that's the thing that you all should be thinking whenever have a target.
If
Especially
you're doing
Hmm?
you just got to keep on selling.
Oh yeah,
You
because
have the profit.
there are people like the other side. Pardon has to buy it, right? That way I can get out of the trade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Jay, are you there? Okay, and Guru is not here. Did we see Guru on crypto? Okay. So what are you guys seeing with the crypto?
The pattern trading, this is the best time to get in. Should be going up.
This week, anybody this weekend played crypto?
Into Dogecoin at 23. It touched 30, so I'm very happy.
Oh man. Okay. Crypto.
Yeah,
Few
so
and they went like very
yeah,
high this
so
week.
yeah, Mushi, I'm here. So yeah, I don't need a screen share. I'll just explain what's happening in the futures. So we have opened up from Friday close. So for Globex or for overnight, we'll be going up close to 20 points, which is like 2 points on SPY or 20 on SPX. So SPY may open 2 points higher tomorrow, but we do expect a pullback sometime later today, back to Friday close, which is 4,600 or 460 SPY. And the market will stay high until Wednesday. That's when we have FOMC. That's when we expect a drop back to 45.60 and 45.40 and 45.30. And 45.30 is a good support, which is 453 on SPY. We don't expect to go lower from there. So that's the trading range for the next 3 days.
Okay. I guess, so future, you guys are, okay, this is, no, that's not something.
Yeah, I see all the futures are going up.
Yeah.
I see
Future-
Bloomberg is going up. Everything is going up.
Yeah, we barely see future goes down and next day, something happens, right?
Mm.
So future nowadays cannot tell what's gonna happen tomorrow morning. So even if somebody is looking at future and then don't even lose your sleep over it, because anything can turn around.
Yeah, turn around. But
Yeah.
but I think if you look at all the internals of the market, it's a pretty strong market. Look at all the big stocks. I think institutions are buying them. You're sending all those flows. I mean, they are keeping the market really afloat.
Yep, right. That's an overall, right? And the whole market is bullish, and we are not seeing any trend of going down so quick. But when I say not right now, again, if you are taking profit, take some profit.
I just want to say there were 2 golden sweeps for SPY that I posted. One was for 432 for December 19th, and there was one for 453 for November 22nd. So be careful about that, because the one that is for 432, there's almost $9 million that were invested on it, and the one for 453, it was about 2.53 or 2.54 million dollars. And these are puts. These are golden sweep puts. So be mindful.
Yep, right. Cool. What else you guys have in mind?
I was just disappointed about BKKT. The same day that thing moved from 25 to 42 Friday. And that was the only thing I was like, man, I wanted to catch that cow.
25 to 42 is a good move. Wow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, because BKKT basically, the reason it moved, they got a news. So BKKT, for those who don't know, they are basically a crypto-based company. They're allowing financials, any financial company that wants to accept crypto, whatnot, they're enabling them as a merchant services. So they can take that as a merchant service. The reason they're going up, because they signed 15 contracts on Friday with different companies.
Anything else? Nope. You guys go ahead. Maybe you might want to go enjoy your trick or treats. Those who is here.
Yeah, we're the ones eating all the candy. Kids collect it and we eat it because
I
we don't
think
want we don't want them to eat it.
somebody